In 1 Chronicles chapter 13, King David takes an important step in uniting the nation spiritually as well as politically. After being established as king over all Israel, David desires to bring the Ark of the Covenant to Jerusalem, making the presence of God central to the life of the nation. What begins as a joyful celebration, however, turns into a sobering lesson about God's holiness. David first consults with his commanders, leaders, and the entire assembly of Israel. He proposes bringing back the Ark of God, which had largely been neglected during the reign of Saul. The people agree with David's plan, believing it is the right thing to do. Messengers are sent throughout Israel, from Shihor in Egypt to Lebo-Hamath, calling the people together. A great gathering forms as David leads the nation to Kiriath-Jearim, also known as Baalah, where the Ark had been kept in the house of Abinadab for many years. The Ark was no ordinary object. It symbolized God's covenant with Israel and his presence among his people. Bringing it to Jerusalem would signify that the nation was placing God at the center of its identity once again. The people place the Ark on a new cart and begin transporting it from Abinadab's house. His sons Uzza and Ahio guide the cart as it moves along the road. As the procession travels, David and all Israel celebrate with great enthusiasm. Musicians play harps, lyres, tambourines, cymbals, and trumpets. The atmosphere is filled with joy, worship, and excitement as the people rejoice before God. Everything appears to be going well until they reach the threshing floor of Chidon. Suddenly, the oxen pulling the cart stumble. Fearing that the Ark might fall, Uzza reaches out his hand to steady it. In that moment, the anger of the Lord burns against Uzza. Because he touched the Ark, God strikes him down and he dies there before the Ark of God. The celebration comes to an abrupt halt. David is shocked and distressed by what has happened. He names the place Perez Uzza, meaning outburst against Uzza because of the Lord's judgment there. The event leaves David confused and fearful. He wonders how he can safely bring the Ark of God to Jerusalem. Instead of continuing the journey, David decides not to take the Ark into the city of David. Instead, he has it carried to the house of Obed-Edom the Gittite. The Ark remains in Obed-Edom's house for 3 months. During that time, the Lord blesses Obed-Edom, his household, and everything he owns. The presence of God brings favor and blessing wherever the Ark remains. The chapter ends with David recognizing that bringing the Ark to Jerusalem cannot be done casually or according to human ideas. Though his intentions were good, God's instructions regarding the Ark had not been followed correctly. This chapter marks an important turning point. David's desire to honor God was sincere, but sincerity alone was not enough. The Lord's holiness required obedience as well as enthusiasm. Israel learns that worship must be offered according to God's ways, not merely human plans. The key message of this chapter is that God's presence is a source of great blessing, but his holiness must never be treated lightly. True worship combines joy, reverence, and obedience. Next comes 1 Chronicles chapter 14, where David experiences military victories, strengthens his kingdom in Jerusalem, and learns the importance of seeking God's guidance before every battle.